Alright, today's lesson is about the working variable, and it can be summed up with correlation does not equal causation. This is the important piece of the puzzle for this section. So, let's say that we have a scatter plot that shows between hockey sticks sold and baseball bats sold. And it looks something like this. And so when we see this, we see a strong negative linear relationship between hockey sticks sold and baseball bats sold. And that's because if you buy hockey sticks, and let's just say this is in any given month. So each of these dots represents 1 month where baseball bats are sold, and 1 month where baseball bats versus hockey sticks. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, so that means that if people want to buy a lot of hockey sticks, so in months when people buy hockey sticks, they must hate baseball. And that's probably not true, because they don't necessarily hate the baseball, because what's really happening? Really, there is something called a working variable. And in this case, the working variable is in the season. Generally speaking, when you play baseball, the sales of baseball bats is highest during summer. Some people buy them in the fall, some people buy them in the spring because it's the end of the season or the beginning of the season. Some buy it in fall because you get the end of the season sales. Most people don't buy them in winter because they're not that available. And hockey sticks are normally sold in winter because that's when hockey is played. Most people play ice hockey, so they play outside. Some people may play roller hockey, and so they might buy it during summer, but for the most part, you're going to buy hockey sticks during winter. So in this case, the working variable is what season is it? And so even though that wasn't a variable that we measured, that's the working variable that makes it actually a very strong relationship. We'll do one more. We got ice cream sales and we got murders. And we'll do this once again where each dot represents a month. And so here we have a strong relationship between ice cream sales and murders, because when you eat ice cream, it makes you want to go kill somebody. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe if you kill somebody, you feel like having an ice cream afterwards. But really the fact of the matter is that both ice cream sales and murders are going to be higher when the weather is nicer. So in this case, the working variable is weather, because if it's hot and sunny, then people eat ice cream and people are more likely to go out and murder someone. I know, morbid, but that's what it is. It's a weather thing. Back when we had the polar vortex, where it was below zero for that week, there were no ice cream because everyone was already cold, and pretty much no murders because no one wanted to go outside. So if people are able to go outside, they're more likely to eat ice cream. They're also more likely to kill somebody. And so that is my little lesson on working variables. In this case, the working variable was the weather. So, to talk about it again, just because things look like lines doesn't mean that one variable causes the other. Correlation is not causation, and causation is not, could be correlation, but correlation is definitely not the same thing as correlation.